With the rise of streamers and VTubers over the last few months, it's no wonder why PC parts are always out of stock. It's because everyone's building a PC. This video isn't really a what parts you should buy video, but rather an insight of which PC parts are important for content creation, where you can save a lot of money, and my experience building a PC as a first timer. So come join us. Alright, number 1. PC for gaming versus PC for content creation. Okay, you might be confused on the difference between building a PC with content creation in mind and gaming in mind. Like, they're both the same, right? Well, the difference is simply gaming PCs are focused on maximizing the FPS in games, while content creation PCs are focused on maximizing multitasking. Okay, let's say you're a streamer. You'll probably have something like Streamlabs or OBS open, right? And also the game that you're currently recording, along with a webcam or a face tracking software if you're a VTuber, along with other apps as well, like Chrome. So yeah, that's quite a lot of multitasking. Whereas if you're gaming, you'll probably only have the game open and Discord open, so it's not as multitasking heavy as content creation. Number 2, budget and how to save money. Okay, after watching hundreds of PC building videos, you might be thinking that, you should get all your parts new from Amazon.com, right? Well, let me tell you that actually, you can save a lot of money by mixing buying new and used parts. Who knows, if you use your budget wisely enough, you might be able to squeeze in an RTX 2060 instead of that GTX 1650, But not all the parts should be bought used. So here's a list of all the parts that you can buy used, and here's the list of all the parts that you should never buy used, so always buy them new. Okay, parts like the CPU, RAM, and case, they don't really move much, so you can easily buy them used. Okay, the main reason why I put the GPU at 50/50 is because you never really know what the previous owner did to it. Like, the GPU could be used for mining, and if it did, then that would have removed 3 years of its lifespan. So yeah, that's why it's a 50/50. Parts like the power supply on the other hand should always be bought new. It's not worth saving that $20 for a chance of having your entire PC blown up. Number 3, building a PC for first timers. Okay, not gonna lie, I thought I knew everything about PC building after watching hundreds of Linus Tech Tip videos. Well, I was wrong. Installing things like the CPU, RAM, GPU might seem simple, but it's all the other little stuff that people don't really talk about that really makes it challenging. For example, like, not a lot of people mention how most CPU coolers already have thermal paste underneath them. So I was applying thermal paste, and then I realized that there's already thermal paste here. So as you can see here, I put too much thermal paste because I didn't know there was already thermal paste here. So yeah. And also a lot of PC builds don't really mention stuff like standoffs, or how to wire things together, or how some motherboards they have only one fan output. So in the case of my case, so my case has 2 fans, and the motherboard only has 1 output, so I needed to buy another splitter. So yeah, you have to research a lot on this kind of stuff. However, the chances of you failing are extremely low. Sometimes you may need to put extra pressure to install some parts. Yeah, I know it can seem a little scary, but don't worry because PC parts are built really strong. Verdict. Okay, those were my 3 tips for building a PC for those who are looking into content creation, or in my case, VTubing. So yeah, please subscribe and like the video if it was helpful to you, and feel free to leave any comments or any questions that you have down below. And I wish you the best of luck building your first PC.